All right.
So, you see, we were just talking about before, Mike Trout. You guys heard Mike Trout's quote. You can take my shirt off. If you can hit a homer to send your team to the World Series at home, you can do whatever you want to me. This is like the third dude that has said something about taking his shirt off and stuff, which is crazy. And you were talking about it today with what happened with Altuve. You said he took off his shirt and showed off his.
Oh yeah, like I guess you were saying that at the their first BP, he took his shirt off to make sure everybody saw the ugly tattoo.
What was the tattoo of?
From what I gathered, it was a woman's name. I don't know if it was his wife, girlfriend, whatever it was, but it's someone's name allegedly.
That's brutal.
So that is a pretty brutal tattoo. That's like rule number 1 of tattoos. Don't
do not get a name
unless it's your child.
His wife
different.
seems like very
involved.
Yeah, involved with him not having a shirt on.
So what do we think? What do we think? We think that that goes back to the buzzers though.
Yeah.
So we think the Astros use buzzers?
Definitely, 100%.
You've been going hot on Twitter, on your personal Twitter, about the buzzer stuff. I've been seeing that.
Yeah, I get heated pretty easily when it comes to scandals like that. I'm a big Twitter guy, but no, it's just...
You're wearing the Astros jersey.
Yeah,
too.
I know, that's just for the lulz. Anyway, I feel like the whole situation hasn't been handled right, and... Did they give the players immunity? Because it seems like it. Because the players right now, they show little to no remorse about the whole thing. And the league is coming out and protecting the players that just literally cheated for how many years now?
Yeah.
Yup.
Because you have...
So you think they use buzzers, bottom line?
I think they cheated 100% with buzzers, garbage cans, doesn't matter. I'm all about stealing signs if it's done the right way. As soon as you start bringing the technology into it, it's no good.
Yeah.
You think they use buzzers?
100%. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. Like,
you know, I'm the most pissed because I'm a Yankees fan. So, like, think about it this way, though. Think about my perspective. 2017, we lost to the Astros. And then 2018, we lost to the Red Sox. Or we lost to the Astros, whatever. They lost to one of those two teams. The Red Sox won the World Series. Like, and that's when Cora was over there. So, like, my poor Yankees, man, they could, at least in 3 years, and then 19, we lost to the Astros again. So, like, at least in one of my 3 years, like, we should at least be to one World Series. And I know the Dodgers feel too, but my poor guy Aaron Judge also got screwed out of an MVP too.
I don't know if you guys are Saints though. That's the other thing. At the end of the day, they're talking about potentially some Yankees cheating too.
Yeah, Beltran's niece or whatever.
That was a while back.
But that's
listen.
That's something.
I mean,
I'm not. All I'm saying is, as of right now, things stand. As a Yankee fan, I get it. Like, if something came out, I'm not gonna be. I haven't said anything crazy about the Astros because, like, if a Yankee fan gets if something happens to the Yankees, then I look like an idiot.
Yeah.
But as of right now, how it currently stands, the Astros screwed the Yankees out of World Series berths and also an MVP with Judge. Because Judge is not an easy guy to piss off, and the fact that he deleted the Instagram post of him congratulating Altuve, people, I'm actually pretty shocked, to be honest, how, pissed off people are on the league, how vocal it's getting. We've now had, as of today, the best player in baseball finally break ice about this, and, he said that they should have been punished and, suspended. That's the best player in the league now speaking. We've had, Arenado say something, Bryant say something, Gary Sanchez said the same thing, you can rip my pants off, Cody Bellinger, MVP, so, now, it's getting spicy, dude.
Trout, this is the truth. He's the best player in the league, and he was like, how easy would it be if I knew what everything was coming? Well, what's his average?
Imagine
he knows
Mike Trout if he knew every pitch was coming.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
But I think it also, how social media is now, and guys like Trevor Bauer just opening up to everyone, they realize the power that they hold with the ability to just say whatever they want at any time.
Yeah, Bauer has not been quiet on it.
No, he's not been.
So
I love it though.
I mean, another thing I was talking about the other day, what I was asked too, was what do you guys think? What's worse, steroids or the sign stealing?
I'm gonna go sign stealing.
Yeah.
100%.
I would also go sign stealing, just because steroid era, everyone was doing it to some extent. It was kind of like an even playing field at that point. So.
And at the same time, you still have to be good enough to hit the pitch that you don't know what's coming, but you know what's coming. I mean, yes, you're a talented baseball player. You can figure it out. You can find a way to hit it.
We've talked, you've heard guys around the league now saying the same thing. If I knew what was coming, it's completely different than steroids. You still, Barry Bonds still put bat to the ball. Yeah, it's going to help you recover and put the ball further if you're a pitcher, throw harder. But, how many guys nowadays throw 105 and still get shelled? Especially look at all the Chapman without you. But, Chapman knew what happened, bro. He gave that smirk. We all know, what's going on. It's pretty wild And I think like the buzzer thing is getting pushed down because like they don't want any more bad publicity on this whole thing because it's already bad enough. And as Robert Manfred said, they've been publicly shamed, so that's what their punishment was. And you were talking about that before, like the whole like Manfred has gone like it's like crazy now. Like we talked about Goodell being the worst commissioner in the league, and now like Manfred's creeping up. He's like, hold my beer, like let me get to where like let me get to where this is at. Like Manfred's been like pretty interesting. I don't know.
Well, he's literally saying like we will punish you if you throw at the Astros, but you're not gonna punish the Astros for cheating.
Yeah.
So
I think the craziest part too is Manfred pretty much said taking away a piece of metal. He's calling a World Series champion just another piece of metal.
I literally just got that down. Justin Turner simply like says about after he calls World Series trophy just a piece of metal in defense of the Astros. Like
that dude's got to be taken out of his position.
That's bad. And like again, like we're pro MLB. Like we have nothing bad to say, but like at the end of the day, like y'all are doing this to yourself. Like we were just talking about like NBA and the All-Star game just happened and like the culture there and how like strong things are and like dude, like what are we're calling the greatest trophy in baseball a piece of metal? And that's the first time you guys said that's the first time I've heard that, and that's ridiculous. That's a joke. And the whole playoff structure, like, dude, that's not gonna fix the game.
No.
What's gonna fix the game is culture of baseball. Like at least baseball's on, like you said, I think you were saying it too, like it's on a national scale, like a national discussion. Like cool, like baseball's being talked about, but like it's not positive.
Negative.
Yeah, extremely negative.
Yeah, and like it's gonna spill over into the season whether he punishes them for getting hit or not. Like it's gonna keep happening. Like no one's gonna look at anyone on that team and be like, yo, you're a good player. There's always gonna be an asterisk next to it because they knew it was coming. That ring isn't as valuable as they think it is now.
Yeah. Do you think people will still throw out the Astros players?
I would have to.
What do you think the punishment's gonna be though?
There's probably going to be immediate ejections and then
but that's what it's normal. It'd probably be a lot large fines. I would say more than normal suspensions though, because usually it's about like 7 games for a pitcher, so they miss like at least 1 start.
Yeah.
Might be like 2 starts, but like dude, it's gonna get.
They're gonna try and make a statement for sure.
My question with it is like, all right, it's a rainy day, the ball's wet. What happens if one just slips and you're not intentionally doing it? You're just immediately ejected. They're gonna get hit
at some point.
Who gets hit first and when does it happen?
It's gonna
be. You think opening day?
It's gonna be either Correa. It's either Correa or Altuve opening day.
Opening day?
Yeah.
I gotta look up their schedule.
Who they're playing opening day?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's gonna be. Would you? I would throw at them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Why not?
I'm sad that Clevenger. I think it's kind of weirdly ironic that Clevenger's not going to be available for a while.
To like June.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I'm hyped for? I am so hyped for Yankee Stros in September at Yankee Stadium. That game is going to be nutty, especially if like both teams are like fighting for like a #1 spot in the American League.
Because that's big this year if they have the bye week and everything like that.
Yeah, well, that's not. They're not going to put that in.
You don't think so?
No shot. After all the back, they're not putting that.
At the same time, though, I could picture ownerships wanting it because it's more teams in the playoffs, meaning more money.
They play 162 games. It's not like any other like.
Yeah, but you make more money the more games you play. You know.
Not the guys, not the pro guys.
Yeah, but they don't care about that at the end of the day. That's extra profit for the organizations.
They don't care. They care about themselves, though. They're playing 162 games. They don't want to play more games. Then you got to play a full playoff game in a 7-game series. It's a lot more games than the NBA, NFL, NHL, any of those. Like, dude, they're not going to play more games.
We'll see. Ownerships are always going to be on the greedy side of things. So.
Oh, well, of course, the money always rules. What do you got?
Well, they got the Angels, Mets.
So who's at first?
That's
the Angels.
Angels. They don't have anybody really spicy until like the Yankees, really.
In like May, I think they play.
Yeah.
I can picture.
But they have Yankees, Blue Jays, Sox.
Yeah, they got the whole East.
Yeah.
AL East. I don't know. It's gonna be wild. But I mean, again, Manfred. I think with that whole thing's been going on. It's been kind of crazy with the playoff structure, then calling it a piece of metal, and all that stuff that he's been doing. I think has been like another like it's just making the game look worse. Like we literally talk about all the time. Like we need to push the game forward, and all this stuff that's happening is just like not making it any better.
Nope.
So, but now we want to go over. All right, you said you had a hot take. Are way too early. Not really way too early. Spring training just started. Hype, by the way. I'm starting to get the baseball itch. I don't know about y'all, but like it's so cold here. I'm starting to get the baseball itch.
Really bad.
We gotta get outside. I'm hyped for the season. But who do you guys think is your World Series prediction and who's your winner?
I'm
gonna
go.
With Dennis.
I was gonna say I'll go last, but
all right. If you want to go last, you got the hottest take.
It's not necessarily the hottest to take. I think it's the most fun.
I think I know where you're going, and I think I might go the same way.
I'm going Astros Mets in the World Series.
I'm close to you. I'm close to you. But go ahead, you can go on your.
No, Astros are going to win again, and then the MLB is just going to implode on itself.
Stop. That's If the Astros won the World Series, that might be the worst thing for baseball this year.
Yeah, that'd be.
You know where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna stick
got?
on your trend with the Mets. I think we talked about before. I think it's gonna be a Subway Series, baby.
Dude, that's where I'm
because
at. 100%.
As a Yankee fan, like, to be honest, like, I don't think there's anything stopping us this year. Like, the only person that can stop us, I think, is gonna be Houston. And I like the Mets team this year, dude.
If they make the playoffs.
I still hate Met fans. Don't get me wrong. No offense. y'all will go 15-0 in the first, like, you know.
Because they're not
3
realistic.
weeks.
If you're a real Mets fan, you're realistic. No matter what happens in the first 2 months of the season, it's going to be a rocky road. The rest
But
of the
I
season.
really like the Mets team. If they stay healthy, I think the Mets can do it. I know Bill's going to be hyped to hear this. Because Bill, is a big Met fan and likes to talk his talk. We got to get him in here. But I think it's going to be Yankees Mets.
If the Mets rotation gets into the playoffs, I just can't see a team kind of beating them in a series.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, as a Yankee fan, I think that series is tough because that might go 7, and it's gonna go down to. I hope it's a Cole versus DeGrom Game 7.
God, that'll be electric.
Talk about being good for the game. Cole versus DeGrom Game 7. While we're on this, real quick, were you mad that that Cole was ranked higher than DeGrom in the top 100? It was 7 and 8.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of.
But it's right now. It's right now.
Yes, right now.
So, like, as of last season, I would put Cole ahead of DeGrom. If you go
Cole
2
had an
seasons
amazing
ago,
season.
it's right now, though. It's not like it's like the whole career.
Yeah.
If I was gonna go DeGrom
Absolutely.
2 years ago, I'd go DeGrom over Cole, no doubt.
I understand in the dominance aspect of, like, DeGrom was absolutely a stud, but Cole just buried everybody last year. That was by far his best year.
Oh, it was disgusting.
It was filthy.
Disgusting.
But in the scheme of who I'd rather have, I'm biased, but DeGrom, because of just how dominant he's been. Oh, especially over the last 2 years, like the streak of how he limits runs, and the Mets just don't put up runs for him, which is brutal. But like, especially like the stats last year, where it was like if they put up 3 runs, he goes 31-0.
All right, well, I do remember that. That was nuts. All right, give me this then. Last thing is, what do you think Garrett Cole's stat line looks like this year? I don't care about wins and losses because that's very subjective. What is Garrett Cole's ERA?
3.47.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3.3, 3.4 in that area.
Right.
I think it's Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. He's in the East. I got you. All right, well, let us know in the comments below who you guys thinking is winning the World Series. What you guys think of the Astros punishment? What you guys think of Robert Manfred? And also, did I say World Series prediction? I did, right?
World Series predictions.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We're going to come out with a lot more of these videos. Stay tuned.
Deuces. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Captain! Probably face that towards us.
Hey, bud.
What's up, dudes?
Hi, how are you?
We got Andre Dennis.